Jamie Davison knows firsthand the damage hurricanes can cause. Hurricane Juan brought down trees that did tens of thousands of dollars in damage to his home in 2003.
We had two big tree strikes on the house, one in my youngest boy's bedroom, and then one bounced off the house and took out my front porch and my car.
His neighborhood was hit by Hurricane Dorian last year too. And today, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration in the United States announced this season could be extremely active, second only to 2005, the year of Hurricane Katrina. There could be up to 25 named storms, including up to 11 hurricanes.
A normal year has 12 named storms. So we are, our forecast range has a range that could be as high as double the amount of activity for a normal year.
Part of the reason is warmer water. Scientists don't yet know whether it's linked to climate change. It's also unclear what all of this could mean for Canada.
Until they form, it's impossible to say where they're going to go.
This warning preparedness meteorologist with the Canadian Hurricane Centre says typically about 40% of the storms that develop in the Atlantic Ocean in a season impact Canada in some way. He is confident about one thing.
People living along coastal areas of the Atlantic Ocean are going to be really lucky if we, escape, damage and destruction this year based on those numbers.
He's urging Canadians to be prepared this year more than ever, as the pandemic will make it difficult, if not impossible, to prepare at the last minute. Jamie Davison intends to take that advice.
I haven't had a generator yet, and I'm thinking that's on the shopping list.
He's hoping for the best, but preparing for what could be one of the worst hurricane seasons on record. Kayla Hounsell, CBC News, Halifax.
Okay, so good time then to check in with meteorologist Johanna Wagstaff. Johanna, what more can you tell us about the link of this to climate change?
We know that the two main factors in hurricane development is warmer waters and wind shear, which is the upper level wind's ability to tear a storm apart. And as we heard from Kayla, we know sea surface temperatures are getting warmer, and that is a link to climate change. In fact, you can see from this map, the Atlantic is well above seasonal for anomalous temperatures right now. The other factor, though, wind shear, that is also increasing with climate change. So they are sort of canceling each other out. Wind shear is very low this year, and that's another reason why the hurricane prediction is so high, Adrienne.
So is this what we expect to see in the hurricane seasons ahead?
Not necessarily. We know that because we've got these two opposing factors, that climate change is increasing the sea surface temperatures and wind shear, it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to see more storms. But what we are seeing is an increase in intensity, and that is showing up already in a detectable way. So in the future, we may not see more storms, but we might see more Category 3, Category 4, and Cat 5 storms, Adrienne.
Oh, great. Johanna, thanks very much.